Hello and welcome to SatTV Week, the news programme for the international satellite industry. In this edition, Brian Dolby talks to Rupert Owen about CommunicAsia 2011. Trisha Jones reports on commercial flights to the ISS. We have an update on Russia's space year and, of course, launch news. But first, here's Richard with the news headlines.
Thank you, Nadia. Tachyon networks and Hughes network systems are to cooperate in the development of end-to-end airborne COTM solutions for military and government networks. This cooperation will focus on solutions for manned and unmanned aircraft, initially fixed-wing and later rotary-wing aircraft, which require full-motion HD video transmission capabilities. Hughes has recently demonstrated its airborne video solution, which employs the high-performance Hughes HX router for fixed-wing aircraft. Hughes is building on its commercial aviation broadband offering, thereby facilitating adoption of COTS-based solution by the airborne intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance community. The cooperation with Tachyon will allow Hughes to migrate this solution to new military and government programs. RRSat Global Communications Network has announced that it has signed an agreement with Baby TV, a Fox International channel, to distribute the channel throughout North America on the Galaxy 23 satellite. Baby TV targets the youngest members of the family, infants and toddlers, and provides services that range from 24/7 TV channels to video on demand and broadband offerings. RRSat currently distributes Baby TV to Europe via the Hotbird satellite, as well as to Asia via the Mearsat 3A satellite.
Richard will be back later with more news. CommunicAsia is the major technology exhibition in Asia, with last year's event in Singapore attracting over 25,000 trade attendees over 4 days. This year it is being held in June at a new location, the Marina Bay Sands, which is located in the heart of Singapore, only 10 minutes from Changi International Airport. This week, Brian Dolby talks to Rupert Owen, International Coordinator of CommunicAsia and Broadcast Asia, about the big changes taking place.
Rupert, I think there's some big plans for CommunicAsia for next year.
Yes, Brian, we're very excited. CommunicAsia and Broadcast Asia are moving venues next year. The Broadcast Asia show is moving back to the Suntec City Exhibition Centre. CommunicAsia is moving to Marina Bay Sands, a brand new convention and exhibition centre, both of them being in downtown Singapore. In essence, the shows are being brought together within 11 minutes of each other by shuttle bus, direct connections throughout the show. The new venue for CommunicAsia is very exciting. It's brand new, it's part of a casino complex, and above all else it gives the opportunity to provide a whole lot of new options for both visitors and exhibitors. In addition to that, we are also changing the dates by a week. The show dates for 2011 are the 21st to the 24th of June.
And I think visitors will be able to register just once for both events.
The beauty about the combination of events is that it's always been easy for a visitor interested in one to walk into another. So once registered, a visitor can walk straight into the other show and vice versa into Broadcast Asia and CommunicAsia. We also do not have a registration fee, but for business people we strongly recommend pre-registration so that on arrival at either exhibition they do not have to go through a formal registration process.
Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much, Brian.
This year, Russia is set to celebrate the 50th anniversary of its first manned spaceflight, and Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has declared that this year is Russia's space year, with 50 launches scheduled under a federal budget of $3.76 billion US. According to the head of Roscosmos, Anatoly Perminov, the March the 16th launch of a manned spacecraft to the ISS will bear the name of Gagarin and is the first spacecraft to be given a personal name. Tomorrow, NASA will unveil its new rocket integration unit at the Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. The horizontal integration unit will support medium-class mission capabilities, and its first customer will be Orbital Sciences Corporation's Taurus 2 launch, which will be conducted for NASA under the agency's COTS project. Integration for the launch, which is expected later this year, will begin in February. Space tourism, where private individuals spend millions of dollars to get into space, has been on hold since 2009. Now, as Tricia Jones reports, commercial seats to the ISS are back.
Thanks, Nadia. Space Adventures has signed an agreement with the Russian Federal Space Agency and RSC Energia to commercially offer 3 seats on Soyuz spacecraft bound for the ISS beginning in 2013. These seats will be made available through the increase of Soyuz production from 4 to 5 spacecraft per year. Each flight will be short duration, approximately 10 days, and will contribute to the increase of launch capacity to the ISS. Eric Anderson, chairman of Space Adventures, said that there has been an increase of interest by private individuals, organisations and commercial entities seeking ways to access the space station, and the company hopes to make some major announcements in the coming year. 2010 saw the completion of the ISS, and now the focus has been shifted from construction to utilisation, with 2011 seeing the full-scale use of the facility for scientific investigation and technological advances. Mark Uran, Assistant Associate Administrator for the ISS at NASA, said that full-scale ISS utilisation will reboot the spacecraft for the purposes for which it was originally designed: scientific research, applications development, technological demonstration and industrial growth. However, Uran warned that as the world looks to findings from the space station, it is necessary to anticipate a realistic lag from research to results, saying that the notion that a single experimental finding is going to yield a profound discovery that rapidly impacts society in the form of widely available products is well beyond the bounds of history. Even so, he still thought there were promising prospects ahead in this new era of utilisation, making the space station an asset of great potential to watch in the coming decade.
Thanks, Tricia. Every year, the Central and Eastern European video market continues its impressive growth. Here's James with a look at the latest NSR report on the region and its future potential.
Thanks, Nadia. While many regions and markets see video demand growth arrive in peaks and troughs, there has been constant and steady expansion in the Central and Eastern European video distribution and DTH segments over the last 5 years. Over the 2005 to 2010 period, NSR registered more than 2,100 new channels in the C and EE market, equivalent to 140 36 MHz transponders of additional KU band capacity demand. The market is growing in such a way that NSR can easily foresee another 2,500 channels going up in the next 10 years, requiring some 80 to 90 additional KU band transponder capacity. In pure channel numbers, NSR expects that for every new HD or 3D channel carried in the region on a DTH or distribution platform in the coming 10 years, there will be 9 additional SD channels put up as well.
Thanks, James. The much-delayed final Shuttle missions have now been given launch dates following repairs to 94 fuel tank stringers on Discovery, which were finished last week. NASA is targeting 4:50 p.m. EST on Thursday, February the 24th, for the launch of Space Shuttle Discovery's STS-133 mission to the ISS, and the liftoff of Endeavour's STS-134 flight is planned for 7:48 p.m. EDT on April the 19th from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And now here's Richard with more of the latest news.
Thank you, Nadia. SES ASTRA has announced a further expansion into Central and Eastern Europe and its entry into a new growth market, Bulgaria. The Bulgarian direct-to-home operator Satellite BG will use 3 transponders at SES ASTRA's 23.5 degrees east orbital position for broadcasting its channel portfolio to TV homes across Bulgaria. Satellite BG will launch its channel bouquet on the 1st of February 2011. The offering will consist of more than 70 channels, including high-definition channels and all major public and commercial channels in Bulgaria. Harris Caprock Communications has signed a 39-month contract with BP Shipping Limited to deploy the Sea-Access solution on board its global tanker fleet. Sea-Access turnkey VSAT services will enable BP to extend its corporate IT network and applications to its vessels and provide attractive crew welfare solutions. The system will enable ship captains to send real-time reports on vessel operations, logistics and routes. The service will also provide crew welfare communications, specifically supporting the crew's heavy telephone traffic.
And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching.